Game 2, NBA Finals, Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Golden State Warriors. Kevin Durant in Game 1 proved to be an unstoppable force. He was just unguardable. And if I'm Cleveland in this Game 2, you got to make sacrifices where you can, where it doesn't put a hamper on you or a cramp on you somehow. Like, it doesn't put too much damage. So either you want to give up the 3 and hope they miss, or take away the 3 and potentially give up layups. And you saw how that transpired in Game 1. If I'm Cleveland, I make them make difficult shots. If it means open 3-pointers, that's what you may have to do. But if the way I would play it is slow the game down, almost play, if in football terms, run the ball, win the time of possession. And that's what I would do if I was Cleveland. Pound the ball down low, LeBron get down there, create an inside-out game for your shooters. And I know they do a lot of isolation, but I don't think they can just do that, and especially with the way, Golden State can defend. Now, they might try to do that pick and switch, which got them some success last year. But with Kevin Durant, who's surprisingly a better defender, and it's going to be hard to pick and switch with LeBron. And like I said, with Draymond Green, the pick and switch is kind of nullified because he can just go out there and match up with, anybody, because he's so versatile defensively. So Cleveland has to find a way, and I think they got to limit the Golden State, the one-shot opportunities, no second chance points, none of that. You have to play good defense, and you have to will up to give up some shots and, hope they miss. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but that's how loaded the Golden State is. That's what I would do as I was Cleveland. I think Cleveland should make this a closer game than it was before. And I was watching, a lot of the, sports talking about panic. Cleveland shouldn't panic, but at the same time, it's a lot of things they have to correct in Game 2 if they want to be successful and get a win, because they got to steal one at Golden State to at least give themselves some type of advantage going back home. You don't want to go down 0-2. Especially with a good offensive team that is great defensively. So if I'm Cleveland, gotta force them to make difficult shots. Force them into difficult shots. That's how I see Cleveland gotta do. And unlike Game 1, they gotta create turnovers. You gotta give yourself as many offense possessions that you can. And you only can do that if you play solid defense. Now, to me, their defense has to play better. Like I said, it cannot allow easy baskets, because then it's going to turn into open three-point looks. That's what I would do. If I'm Golden State, I keep attacking. You just don't settle for jump shots. Keep attacking. Force them to play you in the way they're not comfortable in playing. Force J.R. Smith to be a defender. Force the guys that are shooters when they go to the lineup, with the Kyle Korvers, with the Channing Frys, Darren Williams. Force those guys to play defense. Wear them out. If I'm Golden State, that's what I would do. A lot of, hedge actions, pick and roll, screens. Just get those guys to fight through a lot of traffic and make them play defense. And defensively, I would continue to have Klay Thompson be outstanding on guarding Kyrie Irving. Because Kyrie Irving, to me, is the most, other than LeBron, is the most important part of the Cavaliers' success. If he's, being not shooting well, he can have 20 or 24 points. But if Klay Thompson is making him shoot, 9 for 22 or 10 for 26, that favors Golden State, because now he's taking more. He has to take more shots to have to have more points, which means your defense is forcing one guy to dribble the ball and it's not moving around. So that's what I would do, and I would continue to have Kevin Durant guard LeBron James, not all the time, so he won't get worn out. But I would also mix it up with Kevin Durant if they're switching, Draymond, and obviously Iguodala is the primary guy coming off the bench that would guard him. Mix it up with Sean Livingston. His length can bother him, and do things like that. To me, this game is going to come down to who can play better defense, because both of these offenses are explosive. The Warriors' offense is probably more explosive. I know the playoffs favor the Cavaliers in that department statistically, but I look at the competition too that helps the stats get boosted. But to me, it comes down to what team can play better defense, and right now that edge goes to Golden State. They got the better defensive teams. I think they got more guys that are equipped to play defense against the Cavaliers more than the Cavaliers got. Like I said, if the Cavaliers want to be successful, this game has to be old school basketball, slow possession, force the Golden State Warriors to, difficult shots and limit their time of possession on offense by, controlling the ball, and just try to, let LeBron, LeBron is going to get his points, but what you want to do is, like in game one, force him to shoot like 9 of 26. If he's shooting more shots than he needs to take, it's a win for you, for Golden State. So in this game, I'm going to look at two things in game two: the adjustments that Tyronn Lue is going to make, and what will Golden State do defensively? Will they stick to their game plan? Because Cleveland Cavaliers are going to come with the pick and switch to force a matchup with Steph Curry. Now, in the first game, Steph Curry adjusted. Instead of flopping all the time, which I did not like, just play defense. Do what the coach has been telling you to do. Go out there and get out there and hedge the screen, disrupt it, force that ball to keep dribbling, keep letting the shot clock wind down to where they got to force up a difficult shot. So if I'm Mike Woodson, that's what I'm telling Steph Curry, is to play defense, keep your hands active, but play sound fundamental defense and you'll be fine. And if on the offensive end, Steph Curry, the game you had yesterday, not yesterday, in game one, dial it up again. Because I feel like if they have that Steph Curry game that's just flat out, where he's unstoppable in making shots, then the Cavaliers are in big trouble. They lost by 23 without him going nuts. He had a great game because he was being a great distributor. He was 6 of 10 from the 3-point. That's typical, a great Steph Curry game. But when he has that moment where he's the best player in the league, when he's just putting up scores, being disruptive defensively, just creating open opportunities for guys like Kevin Durant, who can create his own open opportunity, it just opens up everything else for everybody. It just opens up everything, and that's what happens when you got that many stars and that many guys on the field, when they play cohesively as a team, not just a bunch of stars just doing their own thing. And Golden State right now, if I'm going into game two, I'm treating this like this is the most important game right now, because I want to send a message to the Cleveland Cavaliers that we're here to win this. We're not letting you get in our way. We have a mission, and if Cleveland is on the other end, they have to prove that what we did last year was what's expected to happen this year. So this is going to be very intriguing. I got the Warriors edging out Cleveland in game two. I'll say a 7-point win and a very close. I think this game will be close. So I got the Warriors winning game two in the NBA Finals.